Today we will discuss next Anuched. Yesterday anyway, that's already repeated again and again. 2 times already we repeated. Now we will see the new Anuched. 33. तन्मूर्तेर्जलादिभिर् अपरिच्छेदे स्वानुभवं प्रमाणयति. 33 Anuched. 3. तन्मूर्तेः जलादिभिः अपरिच्छेदे स्वानुभवं प्रमाणयति. Lord's body is not limited by the or is not covered by the water. If you say Lord's body is covered by the water, means what? Lord's body is limited. Yes or no? Lord's body is covered by water. That means is limited. His body is limited. Tanmurtehe, that means Lord's body. Jaladibihi aparichede, that means it is not limited by the water, it is not covered by the water. So in this, what is the proof? Swanubhavam. Brahmaji's Swanubhavam is the proof. Brahmaji's own experience is the proof. From his own experience he is saying. What he is saying? The sloka is tacche jalastam tava sajjagadvapu kim mena drishtam bhagavam stadaiva kim vasu drishtam hrudi me tadaiva kim no sapadyeva punarvyadharshi. 10:14 Prabhu. One more sound they added. Huh? Yeah. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelters the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I couldn't envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? This is said by Brahmaji. Everyone on the book following? Muni, following? Jagadashraya bhutam. Lord's body is shelter for the complete creation. Everything coming from the Lord body only, na? So that means Jagadashraya bhutam narayana bidham tava tadvapuhu jalastameva ityevam yadi sat satyam syat tarihi tadaiva kamalanala margena antah pravishya samvatsara savatam vichinvatapi maya he bhagavan achintyaishwarya. Brahmaji is contemplating inside. He is thinking like this. Brahmaji, he himself is saying. That means thinking himself and inside, and he is saying it like this to the Krishna. He is saying like this. What he is contemplating? My dear Lord, if your body is limited, covered by the water, which is shelter for the entire creation, then that means if it is true, that means your body is covered by or limited by the water, or resting on the water. If this is true, then why I was not able to see on the early morning? When I got birth, so I was just thinking the purpose of my creation, and I was contemplating and I was thinking to find my source of birth. And he traveled along the stem of the lotus flower. And after that he searched for 100 years. And still he couldn't find anything. He didn't understand what is this. That means if really Lord's body is limited by the water, then he could have understood. Oh, I am seeing this is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's body. This is Garbhodaka Sai. Like this, just by his own search, could he find? He couldn't find that. Sorry, he couldn't found that. He could not find that. What is the reason? What is the reason for that? Because from this experience of the Brahmaji, what we are understanding? His body is not limited by the water. It's not parichinnam. That means it's not limited. Otherwise, he could have seen. And he could have realized. Then when he saw the body of the Lord, after that he returned back. He searched 100 years and he failed. Then he went back to his sitting place and he sat there. Then he heard the tapa, or otherwise he heard the Gopala mantra. Yes, either of things happen. So then after that he did the upasana by using that mantra, and then after that finally, so he saw the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu or the Krishna. This is a philosophy. If Lord's body is limited and by the material objects, or it is materialistic, then he could have seen when he was searching itself. That is the point, actually, logic. Yeah. That is the difference is of when he did the upasana, then he saw, then that is, yeah. So when one does the upasana, so then what is happening? So he is getting the special chakshu. So by that he is able to see, by the arrangement of the Lord. The vakyam is the proof. The proof for what? The Lord's body is not limited by the water, or is not covered by the water. Jaladibhi aparicchede. So for this we are giving the proof. From where we are giving? From the experience of Brahmaji. Brahmaji is giving his own experience. What he is saying? Tat chet tat tatcha tat chet jalastam tavas sat jagadvapuhu kimmena drishtam. Bhagavan tada eva. If your body is resting on the water, if your body is resting on the water, then why couldn't I see at that time itself? Tada means at that time. At that time means when he went through that stem. Kim mena drishtam, he is asking. That means your body is not lying on the water. Two things, is not covered by the water and also it is not lying on the, or otherwise water is not the shelter for the Lord's body. Water is not shelter for the Narayana's body. If water is shelter for the Narayana's body, then at that time he could have seen. Because he went there, then he could have seen. So that's in the previous sloka he also said that. What he said? Tacha satyam, tachapi satyam na. What is satyam na? Narayana is taking, for Narayana water is a shelter. Water is the shelter for the Narayana. This is not correct. Which is generally, Narayana means everyone gives this definition, but it is not correct. Then what is this? It is Tava Maya. That is only your Maya. Your Maya is Pratarana Shakti. Deceiving power of the Maya is giving such experience. We are feeling that, Lord, that means that that's Pralaya Jal. Devastating water. Devastating. Water of devastation. So water of devastation is shelter for the Narayana, this kind of ideology. So we might be having, but that is because of the Maya, deceiving power, but not fact. If that is a true, Lord could have, Brahmaji could have seen also at that time of, at the starting time. That's why तच्चे जलस्तम तव सज्जगत्वहु किम न दृष्टम तदैव किम वा सुदृष्टम हृदि मे तदाएव किम नो सपद्येव पुनर्व्यदर्शी. One more point he is saying. Tat kim iti na drishtam. That is done. Yadi cha tad vapuhu maya matram maya syat shambari buddhayoho iti trikanda shesharitya mithya abhivinjaka kala vishesha darshita matram syat tarihi kyumva rudha samadhi yoga viruda bodhena maya hrudi तदैव सुष्टु सच्चिदानंद घनत्वेन दृष्टम. So Brahmaji is saying one more point. If your body is due to Maya Shabalatvam, that means it is because of the Maya. Like Advaitins, I rubbed. Okay, Advaitins, they think Ishvara's body is due to Maya. So if that is the case, according to the Trikanda Kosha, Maya means what? Maya syat shambari buddhayoho. Iti Trikanda Kosha ritya mithya abhivinjaka kala vishesha darshita matram syat. So Maya, what it does? If Lord's body is due to Maya, then if that is a true, what should happen? If that is a true, Brahmaji asking like this: Kim arudha samadhi yoga viruda bodhena maya hrudi tadaiva sushtu satchidananda ganatvena drishtam. He is asking like this. If it is due to Maya and it is just because of Maya's arrangement I am able to see like that. If because of the Maya's arrangement I am able to see Lord is lying on the water. If that means it is completely due to Maya, then why I am able to see your body? Why I am able to see your body in the Samadhi? When I went to the Samadhi, then I saw your body as Satchidananda Ganatvam. Here the point is what? Here main point is like this. If his body is due to Maya, then if that is a true, then how I can see that in the Samadhi? Samadhi, any object you see, that should be the beyond the Maya. That should be beyond the illusion. In any object we see in the Samadhi, that should be what? It should be beyond the illusion. But now, he saw the body of the Lord in the Samadhi. Means it is proving that his body is not due to Maya. Tadvapuhu Maya Matram. Tadvapuhu Maya Matram. That means Lord's body is due to Maya. If that is a true, he should not see in Samadhi. So that means he saw the Samadhi means it is not Maya Matram. And also one more thing, what happened? He saw the Lord's body in the Samadhi. When he came out from the Samadhi, once again he is not seeing. Means what? His body is not Maya Matram. Ataha tvanmurtehe Maya Mayatvam Desa Visheshakruta Parichedascha Satyaha na bhavati. So from this, what is the conclusion? Lord's body is not due to Maya, and also it is not limited by the any time, and also it is not limited by the any place. Especially space. Desa Vishesha Kruta Parichedasya Satyaha na bhavati. Ataha tvanmurtehe Maya Mayatvam Desa Vishesha Kruta Parichedascha Satya na bhavati. Two are not correct. Lord's body is due to Maya and Lord's body is limited by this space. These both are not correct. What is the reason? Because he saw the body in the Samadhi, and before Samadhi he didn't see, and after Samadhi also he couldn't see. So that means it is proving that if it is due to Maya, then Samadhi he will see the objects which are beyond the Samadhi. So that's ultimate conclusion is his body is not due to Maya, and also it is not due to, it's not limited by the time. It's not limited by the space. Tell me.
Sometimes demigods also go to see Chirodakshai Vishnu, and they see the Lord, the Lord is there and is lying in the water, milk ocean, and they are seeing the Lord. They are not in samadhi, but still they can see the Lord.
Duryodhana also saw.
Duryodhana saw.
Shakuni saw.
Hiranyakashipu saw.
Hiranyakashipu saw.
You know?
Even the roadside person also saw.
Yes, even
When
we
he's
are also
over-
seeing, you know, see there is Lord.
And in
Krishna
the
Balaram.
chariot he is going in from Hastinapur to Dwarika. How many members? Even an ant saw, even a tiger saw, even a tree saw. Yeah. So that's why they are not seeing the really the swarupa of the Lord. Lord have the different manifestations. Just to perform the material leela, so he will be having different prakasha. This already we discussed long back in the another Bhagavatam class. Yeah. Not illusory. It's a different manifestation. So, yeah. It's Lord only, that's why. It's Lord only, and in the spiritual world also you'll be seeing like this only. That means that lotus flower and standing like that only you'll see. No. That means different prakashas, these are all. These also prakasha of the Lord. Deity Utsav Vigraha is also one of the prakasha of the Lord. And the Lord himself is giving darshan to his devotees in the heart, and also like Radharani and the other gopis, they are also seeing the Lord. And they are seeing and your seeing is same. And others, the general people in the general people in the just in the kingdom, they are also seeing Krishna, and they are seeing also same. No. So that's why, yeah, Brahmaji went to Samadhi. So when he saw, so what is the standard? That means to establish your fact, what state you are taking? You are not taking the general position of the general condition. When Brahmaji went to the Samadhi, that experience you are taking. Not that the Brahmaji saw like that.
There is a verse in 10 Canto, when Krishna went to Mathura,
Yeah.
you know, in the arena where this fight was going on.
That is another context. Mallanam, that
Yeah,
is.
but in the different people's a different way.
But that is a context, not context. No? He is asking here. So, Lord, these people also saw, general people also saw. So this is also another faculty. Another different faculties are there with the Lord. Otherwise, if he is not visible to the normal people in the Leela, then how Leela will happen? If Shakuni is not seeing Krishna at all, and Duryodhana is not seeing the Krishna at all, then whole Leela will happen? No, na. For the purpose of performing the Leela, he will be making some special provision. There is another prakasha. That is also Lord's prakasha only. All prakasha are belong to Lord. So that is also one prakasha. So to make the Leela successful, he should appear in the scene. Without appearing in the scene, how the Leela will be happened? But here, that kind of Leela is not happening in the case of Brahmaji. You are understanding? His situation is completely different. The scene is different. Brahmaji is not is general Leela, it is a Srishti Leela, it is another Leela actually. So, Madhurya Leelas are different and Srishti Leelas are different. Leelas are two types. So, here in this Leela actually here, if Brahmaji's logical reasoning is very perfect actually here. Because his logic is what he is saying. In Samadhi I saw, but in the other time I didn't see. This body means your body is not due to Maya. Because you cannot mix, that means in the Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela, normal people are also seeing, that's why his body is material. Can you say like that? No. That scene is different. Na? Just to perform the Leela, he is doing some special, he is arranging some special things. Special provisions he is providing to everyone in that Leela so that he can see. That is not that topic you cannot take to establish this kind of Sachidanandatvam. That topic at all you cannot take. You're getting that scene is different actually, because he is making the provision. But here is that here such a necessary is not there. So that's why here Brahmaji is saying that kind of necessity is not there. So that means clearly now Brahmaji from his experience can say Lord's body is Chinmaya. So ataha tvanmurte mayamayatvam desha vishesha kruta parichedascha satya na bhavati. 34 Anuched. Etad vyakyana nidanam tritiya skande itihaso drashtavya. In the Tritiya Skanda also you can see this whole story, whatever you heard now, Brahmaji saw the Vishnu, where it came in the third canto. The 11th chapter is the time. 14th chapter is Varaha Avatar. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they are taking birth. 9th chapter is glorification. 8th chapter. Yeah, that is 8th chapter. Anyway, I cannot expect any answer. You are grateful. Okay, etad vyakyanam nidanam tritiya skandeti haso drashtavya. If you want to know, Brahmaji, when he went to Samadhi, he saw, and after Samadhi he couldn't see that. That whole story is there in the third canto. If you want, you can read it. Jiva Goswami is saying. Atra tachapi satyam ityatra tachapi angam satyameva natu viratvat maya iti. This anvaya can be done anywhere to anywhere. Now you see, go to the 14th sloka. 14th sloka of this, 14th chapter, 14th sloka, 10, 14, 14. Tachapi satyam na tavaiva maya. Like this also you can do anvaya. See, you open this sloka, you can understand. So much. This is the problem with the Sanskrit. Sanskrit have so much flexibility. Here what is said in the second line? Narayano angaha narat bhujalayanat tach api satyam na tava maya eva. Na tavaiva maya. Means, tacha means that one. Is a neuter gender. Here tacha means what you should take? Angam. Previously what we took tacha means? Can anyone guess? Then it shows you are following the class very closely. Kaun banega karodpati? Mummy? Chambal, you want to try? What wrong answer? Din Ratri Mataji. You want to try? Huh? Tat satyam na. That is the first explanation. That one is not true. What is that? What we took in the first explanation? Huh? Water is a shelter. That is the tat. That means pralaya dadi jaladi ashrayatvam. That means jaladhyashrayatvam. Pralayodadi jaladi ashrayatvam. That means water is a shelter. This is tat actually. So that is na satyam. That is the first explanation. Now what is second explanation? Tat means what we should take? Angam. Tat means angam. So here, now you make anvaya like this. Narayana angam, that means Narayana is the anga of the Lord. Tat, that means angam, satyam. You full stop. That means you stop there. Na tava eva maya. That is not your maya. Like this you can take. That means what happened now? Finally, what is the conclusion? Narayana is also transcendental. He is not like the Virat Purusha. Angam. Angam means Narayana. Narayana also Satyam. Na tavaiva maya. He is not maya. Means he is not like the Virat Purusha. Virat Purusha is what? Is because of maya. But Narayana is not like universal form. That is the meaning. Second explanation. Clear? Got it or not? Are two different explanations. Why water, Peter? Water कहाँ से आया अभी? अरे भाई बोर्ड में लिखो. वाटर में ही है अभी तक. वाटर से बाहर आ जाओ. Come out from the water, then you will see. You are all in the water. Gajendra Leela in the water. You struck up. ये सच में रियल सेवक है, रियल स्टूडेंट.
वो उसके साथ ही नहीं है क्या? नहीं.
Because you appear every day in a different ways. Narayanangam Narabhu Jalaya Bhujalayanat Tachapi Satyam na tavaiva maya. See in this, in the first explanation, explanation 1, how to do Anvaya? Narayanaha Nara Bhu Jalaya Nath. He is known as Narayana because what? What is the reason? Nara Bhu Jalaya Nath means water is shelter for him. Water is shelter for him. That's why he is known as Narayana, and he is Angaha. He is Angam. That means he is Anga. He is Anga of the Krishna. He is Anga of the Krishna. He is Anga of the Krishna. And Tatchana. That means Tat cha na. That Tatcha Satyam na. Tacha satyam na. That is not, that is also not true. That is mainly used satyam, tat satyam na. That is not true. What is this? What is that? So in the first explanation, what you should take? No. First Nara Bhuja Jalashrayatvam. That means here this one. That means Jalashrayatvam. Jalashrayatvam Satyam na. Tat means Jalashrayatvam Satyam na. Then what is this? Tava eva Tavaiva Maya. That is your Maya only. That means you took this Jalashrayatvam. Here you said na, water is a shelter for him. So that means now that means immediately it is referring Narabhu Jalashrayatvam. Narajala Bhujala Ayanatvam otherwise. Jalashrayatvam also you can take, or otherwise Nara, same meaning is same. Nara Bhu Jala Ayanat. Dirgha is there, no? Narabhujalayanatvam. You should take this. Both are same. That means water is a shelter. Tat means water is a shelter. So Tat means water is shelter. Satyamna. You should do Anvaya like this till here. Then what? That is Maya only. This is the first explanation. Now come to the second explanation. You take like this. Narayanaha Angam. Narayana is part and parcel. Angam. Anyway, this Narabhujalayanat you keep as it is. No problem. You bring. Tat means you should take Tat Satyam. Cha is there anyway. Tat Satyam. Tat means what you should take? Okay, you write this also, otherwise you will be Nara Bhu Jalayanat. You should take like this. Narayana is known as Narayana because Narabhujalayanat. That means this Jala is a shelter for him. There is a reason he is Narayana. And he is also Angam. Angam of the Krishna. Narayana is also Angam. And now Tat means what you should take? Tat means you should take Angam. Tat is also neuter gender. Angam is also neuter gender. That's why you can take. So Tat means Angam. That means Angam Cha. That means also Tat Cha. Na? Cha is there. Cha Satyam. Satyam. Here what is that? Na Tava Eva Maya. You should make this as this Anvaya you should. This is in the first one, and the second one is like this. That means this anga is also satyam and not the maya. It is not your maya. Means not your maya means, so it is not like Virat Rupa. Virat Rupa is maya, na? This is the magic. Yeah, this explanation we take. No. If you are doing one explanation, how can you do simultaneously both? Either of one you can take. At one time you can do one explanation only. You cannot mix these two. In the previous Anuched we did. Tat means Angam means part and parcel. That is who? Narayana. ये सामने कौन है? Who is in front of him? No. You understood, na? Okay. This is clear? You wrote it? नतु विराड्वत् माया इति तच्च जलस्थम इत्यत्र च तज्जलस्थम सद्रूपम तव वपुः यदि जगत् स्यात् प्रपंचान्तः पाति स्यात् इति व्याकुर्वन्ति. That means तच्चापि अंगम सत्यमेव. You see the 34th Anuched clearly is writing अत्र तच्चापि सत्यम, like that. तच्च अपि सत्यम, तच्च सत्यम. Tacchapi is there. Anyway, I missed api in both places. Api also is there. Here also api is there. Api is there. Here api, and here also api. Anyway, that is okay. Tacchapi satyam. Tacchapi means angam api satyam. Means Narayana api satyam. Natu viradvat maya. Narayana is not like maya, Virat Purusha. Tad jalastam ityatra cha jalastam sadrupam tava vapuhu yadi jagat syat. Jalastam. That means this Narayana is lying on what? In the water, na? So now, tad jalastam sadrupam tava vapuhu yadi jagat syat prapanchantah pati syat iti vyakurvanti. So now from this what we are establishing by saying the Narayana, and Narayana's body is also comes under the material creation. That means body is lying in the water means that body is not under the Jagat. That body is not under the Jagat. Prapancha. If that body is under the Jagat, then na tavayaiva maya is not, couldn't said, and tacchapi satyam also couldn't said. Yes? In the second explanation, we are seeing that Narayana is satyam. That means it is proving that Narayana is not coming under the Jagat. Clear? Tasmad evam Narayanangakasya Bhagavat Vigrahasya Vishwopi Prapanchantah Bhuta iti Swayam Bhagavata Darshitam Srimatya Jananyaiva Anubhutam Itya. Which one? The last point is like this. Tat Tached jalastam tava jagadvapuhu. Tached jalastam ityatra cha jalastam sadrupam tava vapuhu yadi jagasyat prapanchantah pati syaditi vyakurvanti. You mix the two slokas actually. Why? This is from which sloka? This is from the 14. 15. Now 15 sloka, what he is saying, last line you see. Tachet, tachet, tat, chet, jalastam, tachet jalastam, tava, sat, Sat Jagat Vapuhu. This is in the 15th sloka. So now here we have to, Tat means what? Tat Chet Jalastam Angam. Tat means you should take here. Tat means what you should, second explanation you should take. Angam. So that means Angam Chet Jalastam. Angam Chet Jalastam then Sadrupam Tava Vapuhu Edi Jagasyat Prapanchantah Pati Syat Iti Vyakurvanti. Then people what will say? If body is Jalastam, that means Angam means Narayana. If Narayana is Jalastam, then people what they will say? Prapanchantah pati syat iti vyakurvanti. That means if you say Jalastam, then it is Jagat. If Narayana's body is, if you say Jalastam, it is in the water. If you say like this, then that is Jagat. Then what will happen? Then what will happen? Prapanchantah pati. Then he is also comes under the, in the material world. Narayana also comes under the material world. But Narayana is not under the material world, is said in the previous sloka. Tat Satyam. That means it is not under material world, is said in the previous sloka already. So that's why if you say Narayana is Jalastam, then what he comes under the Jagat. So that means it is not true. It's not Jalastam. It's not Jagat. You should link actually both. थोड़ा सा और भी मसाज करना, एक्सरसाइज करना पड़ेगा, मैंने अभ्यास, मसाज नॉट एक्सरसाइज, मेंटल मसाज, इंटेलेक्चुअल मसाज. These are all the very subtle explanations, very subtle, very, very sukshma.
So can you?
It's a conclusion.
Explain it again, bro.
Prabhu?
Can you explain it again?
Again means
The
what?
whole thing? No,
Whole
the
thing.
whole thing.
Whole thing nahi hoga abhi. You see the record, Prabhu. You ask Suraj Prabhu, and
Okay.
I cannot explain whole thing. It's
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah, because we are not having internet, Prabhu, actually. So internet problem is there. That's why we are not able to broadcast. So, but if you want, we can send the link for this class, and you can see back.
Yes, Prabhu, I did.
Yeah, yeah. You be touch with the Atul Gopal Prabhu. Atul Gopal Prabhu, you can share your number and you provide that class to him. The link maybe 1 or 2 days you can get. So next, tasmadevam narayanangakasya Bhagavat vigrahasya vishvah api prapanchantar iti swayam bhagavata. Now what is the conclusion? Our conclusion, whole universe is in Narayana, and Narayana is in Krishna. Is Anga. What is the meaning of Anga? Yeah, it's part and parcel. That means he is included in Krishna. So that means now conclusion is what? Krishna is even more unlimited. Narayana is also unlimited, and Krishna is also even more. He is superior to the Narayana because he is Angi. So that means we should see the same material world in the Krishna also. Yes or no? So that is there. Where did we see this? You open your mouth and see. Yeah. Dhritatma, where we saw the whole universe is in the mouth of the Lord. Bhagavad vigrahasya antarbhutah vishwopi prapanchah api. That means Vishwa means prapancha. Bhagavad vigrahasya, that means it is inside the body of Lord. Since you are saying the total creation is in the Narayana and that Narayana is Amsha of the Krishna, if it is true, then you show me that universe in the, once again in the Krishna. Then we accept. Yes, that's why he showed Mridubhakshan Leela. What is the question? ओके छोड़ दो बाद में. इति स्वयं भगवता दर्शितम श्रीमत्या जनन्यैव अनुभूतम. Mother Yashoda experienced this. When he opened mouth, she is seeing all the universes in his mouth, and also she is seeing the particular universe where she is, and there she is seeing Krishna is, and Krishna and also herself. Yeah, that's no problem. Abdomen or mouth, anywhere. If he wants, he can show anywhere. Even in the hand, he can show. No difference between his hand, his mouth, his eyes, his ears. You cannot differentiate anything. Huh? Eyebrows? Why eyebrows? Yeah. What, mother? Yeah. All are very intelligent. Oh my God. Okay, anyway. Now what Brahma is saying, let's see. Oh, 4 o'clock, how? Mother Yasoda is saying. Huh? I didn't observe actually how it happened. Huh? Okay. This one is half is remaining. Okay. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki.